Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lanier County High School basketball. I'm Keith Newbert along with Clint Browning, Jeremy Paxton. Here this afternoon in Telfair County to bring you the Lady Dogs starting out against the Telfair County Lady Trojans. Getting starting lineups right now. Clint, we return back to the place where we won the boys region championship last year, and we'll have both defending region champions playing here this afternoon as Telfair County won the girls Region 2A title last year.
Yeah, the last time I was in this building, we was hoisting that trophy up. Look forward to that maybe here in a couple more months.
Certainly hope so, but hope it's not here in Telfair County. I'd like to see it in Lanier County, here in the Doghouse.
Absolutely.
Or at least somewhere a little bit closer than this drive. It's an hour and 35 minutes one way to this gymnasium.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
But unfortunately, it's not the Doghouse. It may be up in Rochelle, so that's still a long drive.
Still a long drive.
Because they're undefeated
on the boys' side so far.
Yeah, they're young season. They're 6-0 so far. Three region wins.
About ready to get it started here. Jacqueline Kimbeck's going to be doing a jump ball for the Lady Dogs. She's wearing number 14. Also starting with her will be number 3, Daisy Jones, number 22, Gracie Brunel, number 21, Ansley Brogdon, and number 25, Tanasia Sermons. Telfair will win the opening jump. And they'll start out on offense first. They'll work it down in the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound slapped out of there by Kimbeck. Fight for the ball, jump ball belong to Lanier County.
Yeah, Telfair girls, I think they graduated some seniors from that team they had last year that went all the way to the state championship game. Fell short, but they're still look like a talented squad out there, Keith.
That's right. They have a young lady by the name of India Wells who is a very good athlete. She's given us fits in basketball and softball.
But we have Gracie Brunel on the way over here. Somebody was telling me that, how true it is, that she was leading the state in scoring.
That's very possible. Going into the last ball game, she had scored over 30 points in 3 consecutive games.
That's right. I'm assuming that's single A. But I heard she was averaging about 27 a game.
And that's very, very possible. So no score here. We've played about 40 seconds. And Coach Ty Randolph's going to call a timeout. Of course, an unusual starting time for today. The team's decided to move it up 2 hours and play at 4 o'clock.
Well, that way we can all get home before midnight.
That's right. That's right. So kind of quiet here in the gymnasium. Not a whole lot of people. Maybe 30% of capacity. So you'll be able to hear the cheerleaders pretty well this afternoon, I think.
Lady Dogs inbound. They're going to work it around. Got Gracie open in the corner. She's going to drive and
left it short. Telfair come away with it. So far to this point, still no score. We've played just over a minute. Gracie's going to drive and going to be cut off and have to push it back out. I think ball went right through Kimbeck's legs.
Yeah.
Still no points on the board for either team. So Gracie's going to slide out of bounds, I think is what happened.
The loose ball is going to go to Telfair.
Long three-pointer. No good. Brock get down with a rebound. Ahead to Gracie. She's going to drive. Put a shot up and in. And the Lady Dogs will take a 2-0 lead as we played a minute and 36 seconds. Telfair come into the game with a 3-1 record overall in the region. Overall and in the region they were undefeated, but they played as a shot up and in by Telfair to tie the score. Telfair played at Wilcox County last night. I believe it was at Wilcox. So another shot up and in at Tunasia will be called for the foul. So one of those two teams suffered their first loss of the season, but that score has not been reported yet on Max Preps.
Yeah, the Lady Dawgs went up there to Wilcox, and very exciting, thrilling game. I think we'll end up losing by 2.
Lost by 4, 64-60. Had a chance to tie it there late. Actually did tie it several times late in the ball game, just couldn't never get over the hump. Free throw up and in. Telfair go up 5-2. Telfair still with some pressure. Ball will go out of bounds. It'll stay with Lanier County. Tried to force that ball down in the corner to Broggen. Couldn't get it there. Telfair with a turnover. Traveling violation.
Okay. Thought maybe she'd stepped out of bounds. Going to be a travel.
Telfair with the Carolina blue Nikes.
Yeah, their whole uniform looks like the Tar Heels.
Gracie dribbles through the press. To Daisy to Broggy with a 3, no good. Tunasia down with it, back up, no good. And Telfair come away with the rebound. So we got a couple of looks that time, and that's a positive sign.
Rebound by Gracie. She's going to push it.
She's going to drive, shot up,
Hard.
no good, but she's fouled.
Hard foul, sends her to the floor.
Looks like Jazz Ryan is back this evening. She was out long, missed the last ball game. She's back. She's going to check in for someone, as will Aniston Gano comes over to the scorer's table. Gracie will have 2 shots. 5:13 to go in the first quarter. 5-2 Telfair. First free throw up and in. 5-3. Tunasia Sermons and Jacqueline Kimbeck each will check out of the ball game. Gracie will have 1 more free throw. Clint, were you able to watch any of that Valdosta State game this afternoon?
I pretty much watched the whole game, Keith. I started off at the house watching it when I had to leave to come up here. Fortunately, I was able to catch a ride with Mr. Philip Connell from Connell Cabinets and Patches and watched it on my phone. And Blazers squeaked away with a 6-point win.
Yeah, it was another shot up and in by Telfair. They take a 7-4 lead. I've never saw a game quite like that, as you'd never want to accuse officials of being one-sided, but they had one penalty flag the entire ball game, and it come with under 4 minutes to go in the game. Gracie's 3 up and in. Nice shot. She'll tie the ball game at 7. Just talking about Gracie being the scoring leader in the state of Georgia. She has all 7 so far here tonight, I believe, Clint.
She does.
Telfair with a nice baseline drive, puts it up and in off the glass. They'll regain the lead 9-7. No, she didn't ever move that second foot.
She
that
did
was not a very good call there. Official not in position to make that call. He was moving to his side, and he assumed that she moved both feet, but she kept 1 foot planted.
She did. It did kind of look like she might have.
From his angle, it would, because he was moving and had his – he was kind of looking at it at the side, from the side.
That's right.
That would have been more of a traveling violation, what that young lady did just out there at half court.
That's right. Yeah, that VSU game, it ended pretty. Looked like VSU was going to run away with it at one point.
Gracie with another long 3, no good. Gano fights for the rebound, and it go out of bounds off of her.
They were up 30-17. They had the ball inside the red zone with about 2.5 minutes and fumbled the ball, and the other team scooped it up and had a score.
Yeah, they.
And then onside kick, VSU barely recovered.
Man, that was one of the best onside kicks I've ever seen.
It was a good
VSU fortunate to recover that ball.
That's right.
But that second hop, you always wanted it to be high. And, man, that thing had to have went 15 foot in the air.
It did.
The VSU guy climbed up the ladder to get it, and he come down and he got drilled and lost it. And his teammate picked it up, number 30, I believe it was, and really saved the ball game, I feel like, for Valdosta State.
Yes, quite possible.
So they'll be playing in the national championship game next Saturday out in Texas.
At 4 o'clock, and that game's going to be televised on ESPNU.
Telfair leads 9-7 with 3:58 to go in the first quarter. They have the basketball. And work it out top. Good hand in there by number 11, and we have yet to get her name. Got to find it. Is Gracie going to take that ball away and then dribble it off her foot and have it go out of bounds? Good defensive hustle so far here this afternoon by the Lady Dawgs. To this point, playing toe-to-toe with the defending region champs.
That's right.
That's going to be a traveling violation. Telfair will show pressure again, and they always do. Clint, I've seen teams frustrated with them last year as they would be pressing the ball up huge, up by 40 and 50 points, but that's just their style of play. They play full court the entire ball game, no matter the score.
That's right. And unfortunate right there, we had Gano wide open under the basket and just couldn't get it to her.
Get it in the Gano in the corner. She shoots it across to Daisy. Daisy can't hold on to it. She had to run it down and goes back court. But called for a traveling violation. Wonder if he knows anything else. I didn't see that one either, Clint, but I mean, not.
No, she was back
I thought
court.
she went back court, but not a travel.
That's right.
Three-pointer, no good. Jazz with a rebound. She's going to push it ahead. She better speed up or they're going to catch her from behind. Shot up, no good. Got to make those kind against a team of this caliber. Free throw up, or the pass is going to go out of bounds. Kimbeck's going to check back in. Daisy will check out. It's a lot of up and down action here so far in the opening period.
Yeah, Lady Dawgs staying with them. Like I say, region champs right here in Telfair County. Only a one-possession game. We get Gano wide open. Shot up. Oh, no good.
Jazz down with it. She's going to put it back up. No good. Gano got it back. Put it back up and in. Great hustle there by Lanier County.
The second and third opportunities
and we have
paid off for us.
We have a stoppage of the clock. They're not sure. Not sure what that was.
The official called the timeout.
Official call for stoppage of play. No penalty, no flag, no fouls called, no. So it's 9-9, 2:50 to go here in the opening quarter.
Wilcox going to drive and draws a foul on Gracie, I
Looks
believe
like that's going to be on Gracie. I think he said Wilcox. I think he meant Telfair, but.
my mistake.
So Wilcox, Telfair go to the line.
I got you all messed up.
Too.
They both have blue.
That's right. Gracie's first foul of the evening. Free throw up and no good. Tight rim down there, it looked like. Second free throw on the way, up and in. Telfair goes back ahead 10-9 with 2:41 to go here in the opening quarter. Ball brought into Jazz Ryan. She lofts a pass weak to her, and that was picked off and laid up and in. Telfair extends their lead to 3.
Jazz Ryan with a nice crossover. Gets it across half court. Gets it to
number 11 call for a traveling violation.
Yep, she did.
Kira Smalls will check into the ball game. Looks like Jazz Ryan will check out of the ball game. Coach saw something he wasn't happy with Jazz. Wants to talk with her a minute. While he does so, Kira Smalls will come in. Telfair up 12-9, 2:18 to go in the first quarter with a chance to extend their lead. Ball down the corner, long three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Telfair. Kimbeck on the floor after it.
Timeout. May have called a timeout.
Timeout, Lanier County. As Kira Smalls had that ball on the floor and nowhere to go with it, Coach Wisely calls a timeout to retain that possession. Be the second timeout of the half. End of the ball game for Lanier County. They'll have 3 left in the basketball game unless we were to go to overtime. While we got a timeout here, we want to thank our sponsors. Lakeland Drug Company in downtown Lakeland. Lakeland Drugs have been your hometown pharmacy since 1950. Stop there in downtown Lakeland, see Miss Ivy McCurdy and her staff. They'll be glad to help you with all your pharmaceutical needs. And also Connell Cabinets and Millworks over on East Church Avenue in Lakeland. Mr. Philip Connell and his family have been building cabinets for many years, and you can view their portfolio on their website, ConnellCabinets.com. Gracie's going to have the ball taken from her. She reaches back, tries to get it. So under 2 minutes in the opening quarter, Telfair trying to extend their lead. They are fouled and will return to the line.
So just under 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. We got Telfair with a 9-12 lead. Chance to push it to 5.
Kara Smalls call for the foul. Free throw up and in. Makes it 13-9 Telfair. Second free throw on the way, and it's in also. 14-9. Telfair, their largest lead of the evening so far. 5 points with 1:50.
Telfair steals. That's a travel, no
travel,
call.
No call, yes.
Bad call there.
Free layup up and in. 16-9, 7-point advantage. Inbound pass swatted away and laid up and in. Pressure starting to get to the Lady Dogs here.
And Keith, I've got confirmation on number 11. That is Tariah Charles.
Tariah Charles.
So
Coach Ty Randolph's going to call his 3rd time out of the ball game here with 1.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter, as his team has saw Telfair run off a 9-0 run to take an 18-9 lead after what was a tightly contested first quarter.
Lady Dogs back on the floor. It's going to be Aniston Gaino and Smalls and Gracie Brunel, Kim Beck, and Tariah Charles. .130 remaining in the quarter.
Gaino brings it in. Baseball type pass. Nice play there.
Nice pass.
They run it just like Coach drawed it up over there in the huddle, and they're going to cut it to 18-11 with 1:20 to go in the quarter.
Gaino would probably say that was a softball type pass.
That's right. I should have said it that way. Shot up and in. And Clint, I have saw here in this first quarter, Telfair County has drove that baseline on that side of the floor at least 4 times and come up with points each time.
They have.
Somebody on that side of the floor on that low block has got to cut that off.
Loose ball. Gracie comes away with it. Telfair steals it back. Wide open layup up and in.
22-11. 44 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Yep.
Get it into Charles.
Bounces it off her leg.
And then she reached out and touched it, and then they go back to Telfair County. Daisy Jones checking back in along with Tanaya Spivey. That's Tanaya going to see her first action here of the afternoon. Then on the coming into there's going to be another 3-point shot up and in, 25-11. We're coming into the gymnasium here on our left-hand side. Coach Will Watson coming in with Elle. Elle had surgery this week on her MCL.
Okay.
And Doctors think they got everything taken care of this time. That's the second major knee operation she's had in the past 2 years after that injury she suffered last year during the softball season. She came back and tried to play basketball over the summer, and the lateral movement from side to side, her leg just wasn't stable. She wore a knee brace and suffered through the softball season, had a very good softball season on a bad wheel.
Yeah, very instrumental in that state championship run. I believe she had the hit.
Had a walk-off hit there.
To send them to the Final Four.
Gracie shot up no good, and she'll end the quarter. But she's had that thing fixed, and they hope to have her back for her junior and senior seasons.
Now, I think she's a senior next year.
She'll be a senior next year. So, yeah, her senior season, they hope to have her in a Lady Dawgs basketball uniform.
Yeah, she would be a big help to this squad here.
Oh, most definitely.
Unfortunate she wasn't able to play this year nor last year with that knee injury.
So Telfair is going to lead 25-11 after 1 quarter of play. And Clint, it was close there for a long time, and still a lot of basketball left to play, but they've stretched that lead out to 14 points.
They have had some free throws and couple of long threes has extended that lead for them by 14 points.
Jeremy doing some technical work over here, getting things plugged up and charged up. So we're going to go to the second quarter. And the Lady Dogs down by 14.
We're going to start the quarter with Brunel and Sermons and Kinbeck, Brogdon, and Daisy Jones.
Original starters back out on the floor. Of course, Telfair, not only the defending Region 2A champions, they go back to that same baseline.
Yeah, and Tanasia
comes up with a block that time.
Yeah, she cut that baseline off and then had the block as well.
Now they're going to pick her up down there and force her to put the ball on the floor. She finally gets it to Gracie. Kinbeck with a long shot and no good. Tanasia saves it, but it goes to Telfair. But Telfair also the Class A public. Nice steal in there by Kinbeck. They were also the 2017-18 Class A public state runner-ups. They lost that state championship game up in Macon in the Coliseum to Greenville. Another strip and steal in there by Gracie Brunel, and she's going to come out of there with it. Shot up, no good. She's fouled and go back to the line. And Clint, if I'm not mistaken, Gracie had all 11 points in that first quarter. No, I'm wrong. Gano made a layup on a rebound and put a shot back up. So Gracie had 9. But she's going to need some help down on the offensive end.
She is. I'm hoping Tanasia can get some of them offensive rebounds and putbacks for us.
Free throw was in and out, no good.
It's there again tonight. She's still got the size advantage.
Second shot up and short.
So 2 missed free
both
throws.
of them. Tanasia didn't play a whole lot in that first quarter.
She didn't. I don't think she was in foul trouble, but I know she had at least one on her, but maybe she had.
Another three-pointer there from Telfair, 28-11.
Maybe she had a couple on her and coach wanted to be a little conservative and try to save them fouls.
And uncharacteristic of Telfair, they do have an offensive foul call there. Not sure who that's on. Going to be called on Tanasia Sermons. But uncharacteristic of Telfair, they did not press that time down the floor, Clint.
They didn't. They backed off and let us bring it up 17.
Might have saw that we had found an answer for that press and was getting some transition baskets and decided to back up and pack it in the lane and force us from getting those easy shots.
Batter sending us to the line.
3 off the mark.
The rebound hit Jack and out of bounds.
Out.
She couldn't hold on to it. Come off pretty hard.
So Tanasia picks up her second foul, and into the ball game comes Jazz Ryan.
Long three-pointer. No good.
A lot of pushing going on down there right now. They have no calls as of yet. Another shot from that same side on that baseline, up and in.
That was good defense. Just put it in.
Scored 30-11. Three-pointer from Gracie, no good. She's going to come back up with a rebound. Broggy with a three, short, no good. There's a travel, no call. Official didn't get back down the floor, and she's shaking her head. She knows she missed it. Another three up and in. And timeout, Coach Ty Randolph. He'll have one more in the basketball game, as he called three in the first quarter, and one here in the second quarter. So as we go to the timeout, since we didn't do so in between quarters, we want to once again thank our sponsors. Lakeland Drug Company, they're in downtown Lakeland. Been your hometown pharmacy since 1950. Stop by and see them there in downtown Lakeland for all your pharmaceutical needs. Also Connell Cabinets and Millworks over on East Church Avenue in Lakeland. Philip Connell and his staff will be glad to help you with anything related to a cabinet or millwork that you can imagine. If you can imagine it, he can build it. So the complexion of this game has changed a lot here over the last 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, Lady Dawgs came out strong, answering basket for basket, but that Telfair pressure has kind of slowed them down, and they've been able to hit some long threes and get some inside baskets as well to extend that lead.
And we've missed some threes.
We have.
Had some good looks, and just couldn't quite connect. Ball down to Jazz. She drives, puts it up off the glass, no good, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Good move there by Jazz Ryan.
It was. I thought she was going to be covered up, but she got a good shot off, and unfortunately it didn't fall, but it's probably due in part to the foul, so let's see if she can make one or both of these free throws.
First one's up and in. 33-12, 5:35 to go here in the opening half. Number 14 for Telfair has picked up her second foul. They have a number 2 who's going to check in for her, it looks like. Didn't get there in time. Jazz got the ball already. Second free throw up and in. 33-13. Telfair out front. And the Lady Dawgs appear to be going to show some half-court trap. A little 1-2-2.
Daisy nearly comes up with a steal. Tipped out of bounds by Kimbeck.
Ball will belong to Telfair County over on the far sideline. They moved the ball around the perimeter.
They're trying to go that baseline on that
Still
right
wanting, and we
side.
finally have started to cut that thing off, and there's a drive,
nice.
and she lays it up and in.
Nice ball fake, and winds up with a wide open layup.
So 35-13 with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
We try a little give and go.
Gracie's going to drive, puts up a jumper, no good. Daisy almost with a steal.
Yeah,
and they do call it out of them on them, didn't they?
Wow, I thought she easily tipped that out of bounds, but official saw something we didn't. We'll take it.
Of course, Telfair County won the region also last year and this year, not last year, but this year in softball. Of course, they winning region 2A in softball isn't always the greatest thing. As you come up with a harder draw, it appears the past few years as the region champion haven't made it to Columbus. Kimbeck shot up and in, and she's fouled, or up and no good, but foul.
Yeah, last year I believe it was Wilcox County won the region, and did they make it to Columbus?
They did not. They was upset in the opening round.
And then the year before,
or the second round, you get a bye in the opening round. And
that's right. And the year before, your Lady Dawgs was upset in the second round as they was the region winner.
Shot up and no good. course, we kind of went the route that Eccles County had been going in the past few years. They were finishing third and below in the region, but getting good draws, and we took advantage of that this year and made it up to Columbus and had a nice run and went to the Final Four.
Well, we always send, it seems like, at least 4 teams to the state playoffs.
4, if not 5, most years, as you'll just about given that Lanier County, Telfair County, Wilcox County, and Eccles County are going, and some years Charlton slips in there, and you have had a year there where we had 6 teams, where Atkinson County slipped in the back door and made it in. So Region 2A is loaded in softball.
And football.
And football. And the fall sports. Telfair is now taking a 37-16 lead with 4 minutes to go in the opening half. Gano comes away with a steal, and then her pass is swatted up.
That's going
to be a foul there on Broggy.
Yep.
Or a traveling violation. Which one?
Should have been a travel, but they called the blocking foul on Brogdon. Telfair inbounded under their own basket. They're going to have a substitution, I believe, at Spivey. Now Spivey going to come in for Brogdon.
So Region 2A is dominant. Well, you could say dominant, but they're powerful in most every sport, as they also baseball year in, year out. Several teams go to the Class A playoffs. Another three-pointer no good by Telfair. Lady Dawgs cutting off that baseline. That should have been a jump ball call, and it is.
Just a late call.
Well, last year in baseball, Telfair County, Lanier County, Clinch County, Irwin County, and Charlton County all went to the Class A playoffs. I'm not sure if ATCO did or not.
I believe 3 of those teams you mentioned wound up in the top 5.
They did, as I believe that was Telfair, Irwin, and Charlton. Another basket there, make it 39-16. But Telfair wound up being the state runner-up in Class A baseball.
Yep. Of course, the Bulldogs was, I think, somewhere around.
When it finished in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Won the opening round and lost in the second round.
Yeah, they were somewhere around 14, I think, at the end of the season.
They were, and they lost to this Telfair County baseball team in the second round, in the Sweet 16. Daisy Jones gets a good hand in there on that pass.
Yeah, they got to host the first round and won, and then had to face Telfair.
Daisy come up with a rebound, throwed it away, and then got it back. And Gracie was snowbirding, and they overthrow her.
They did, and she near about runs over a
into
Telfair County faculty member.
That's right. He had to catch her and keep her from maybe hitting that wall down there.
That's right.
So 2:41 to go here in the half, 39-16. Telfair County out front. They're going to send in some subs or a sub. We have on the floor now Tanaya Spivey, Tierra Charles, Gracie Brunel, Jazz Ryan, and Aniston Gano.
Loose ball, Telfair comes away with it.
Another jumper up in the end. 41-16 Telfair with 2:20 to go in the half. Shanteria Charles down at the scores table about to check in.
Tarai is wanting to shoot that 3, but a little bit too much pressure.
Jazz with a drive. Her shot is blocked.
Thought that was a foul as the Telfair player ran into her body. Telfair with another opportunity for about a third shot on this drive, and hard foul by Gano.
So that'll put Telfair County in the bonus, as both teams will be in the bonus for the remainder of this last minute 53 of the first half. Free throw up, no good. Gracie Brunel will check out as Shanterio Charles comes in. Second free throw no good. Rebound Charles.
Stolen away by Telfair. Up no good, but they get the rebound.
Randall shoot a 3. No good.
And another Telfair County rebound by that same girl. Nice move to the baskets up and in.
43-16 now. Minute and a half to go in the half. So we have 2 Charles in the basketball game right now, and you said number 11, her name was
Taraya Charles.
Taraya Charles. Shanteria Charles, I believe, is number 10. And number 12 is another Sermons.
So inbound pass was picked off, but Telfair can't hold on to it and bounces it off about everything, her knee and her foot and her leg, and goes out of bounds. With a minute 13 left, Lady Dawgs going to bring it across. But Taraya, I believe she's a 9th grader, so very young.
Yeah, right now out on the floor, you got 1, 2, 3 freshmen. Gano is a junior, and Jazz Ryan, I believe, is a junior. Telfair throws it in, but it's stolen away by Sermons. Telfair comes back away with it. And they try to pass it down low, and it goes out of bounds. So 50 seconds to go in the ball game.
In the half.
In the half. In the half, yeah. In the half here at Telfair County, not at Wilcox. So it's a Saturday afternoon ball game, and it's unusual.
It's unusual to be playing high school basketball at 4 o'clock on a fall Saturday.
Maybe something you do in the region tournament.
That's right.
You would have a ladies' game at 4
Officials
o'clock.
don't know who was out on. It's going to be a jump ball, I believe. They both went out of bounds, and they both looked at each other and both shrugged their shoulders and threw their hands up. Neither one of them knows. So it's going to be a jump ball. Goes Telfair County as they had the possession there. And I couldn't tell who that went out on either.
40 seconds to go in the half.
Travel in violation. Going to give it right back to us. Lady Dawgs hopefully trying to hold for a last shot here. I had Tarai wide open for a 3. She's going to take it, but I believe it's partially blocked. Telfair's going to come back with it. 16 seconds. Look like they're going to try to hold for a final shot, but they throw it out of bounds. No, they say it's off of Charles.
You know, Clint, an observation is that their team is predominantly, or they're right-handed dominant, and they go to that side every time down the floor.
They do. It's going to be a traveling violation there.
And defense needs to force them to go to the left.
Absolutely.
And make them use their left hand.
Better. Got to hurry here.
3 seconds. 2.
3 points.
5 is shot. Very good. So we'll go to the half with Telfair County leading our Lady Dawgs 43-16. And as we do so, we'll once again thank our sponsors. Lakeland Drug Company, they're in downtown Lakeland, been your hometown pharmacy since 1950. Stop by and see Miss Ivy McCurdy and her staff. And thank them for allowing us to bring you Bulldog basketball throughout the season, through the region playoffs, and hopefully into the state playoffs. And also Connell Cabinets and Millworks, Mr. Philip Connell. His office is located there on East Church Avenue in Lakeland. You can view his work and his portfolio at ConnellCabinets.com or stop by there and see them in person. Like I say, if you can dream it, they can build it.
That's right.
All right, Jeremy, you want to take a little break here till the second half action starts? We'll be back in, let's say, 7 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on the Lanier County Network, live from Telfair County High School Gymnasium. About ready to get the second half underway, Clint. Lady Dawgs down 43-16 at the half. Got a big hole to climb out of.
Yeah, they do. This Telfair team's very athletic. Even though they lost those seniors from last year, don't look like they fell off very much at all.
They don't. They like a very good basketball team. Look to compete once again for that region title. I'm not sure how their game went the other night, last night with Wilcox. Like I say, they didn't post a score. The other games around the region last night, I see that Eccles County defeated Atkinson County Lady Rebels by 20 points. Gracie going to shoot a three here to start the second half. No good.
Yeah, Eccles County girls always has a very competitive squad. And
Telfair going to work it inside, put up a shot, and no good. They're going to come up with a loose ball. And they'll chase another loose ball down outside. Back it back out and reset the offense. Kimbeck comes down with a rebound.
we had Gracie streaking down the sideline, but we just couldn't corral the ball quick enough to get it out there to her. She's going to drive, pass it to Broggy. Mid-range shot is no good.
And that's typically Broggy's shot. She generally will knock that one down.
And she's hit some big threes lately, seems like, too, Keith.
Those 8 to 10 footers.
Well, she has shot some pretty big threes in games earlier this year.
Yep.
Haven't been fortunate enough to get any of those to fall today, but got to keep shooting them if you're open.
Gracie's trying to find somebody to get it into. Finally throws it to Nasia, and they slap it away from her.
We'll have a 3-on-2 and Telfair comes away with a basket.
So 45-16 now with just under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. 29-point advantage for Telfair County. Kimbeck with the ball out away from the basket. She gets it to Broggy. It's over to Daisy Jones, who puts up a shot. No good.
Oh, wide open under the basket. Football, baseball pass, softball pass, whatever you want to call it, but
Not sure what
she threw a strike to that girl wide open under the basket.
Nasia caught sleeping down there, and it looks like Gagno's going to come in and get her out of the ball game. Daisy thought about a three and passed it up. Try to get it down low to Gracie and can't do it. Telfair trying to push the ball. They're going to
lose it out of bounds. Nearly threw it off of Jack. Gano going to come in for Tanasia.
Yeah, coach wasn't very happy with that backdoor pass. Tanasia was just standing there watching it. So Gano going to bring it into Gracie. She's going to push it up. Telfair in a little 2-1-2, 2-3 zone. Timeout, Coach Ty Randolph. That'll be his final timeout of the basketball game.
Well, I think
Well, at this point, it said he got one left, but they're going to give him an extra one, I guess. But surely thought he had taken 4 there in the first half. Maybe one of those might have been called by Telfair County. I knew they called 1, but didn't think they called 2. So 47-16, just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Quite a few fans now have came in from Telfair County. There's quite a few folks have made the drive over from Lakeland. A lot of these folks here is our guys' basketball team, as many of them are sitting in the stands to watch the girls and support them. Several of these folks to our right are Telfair County folks, as they kind of do like we do, and some of them sit on the home side, some of them sit on the visitor side.
Well, they like to sit behind their players, as we do as well.
That's right, and I think that's the biggest thing with that. Gracie's drive, she's going to be fouled.
Late foul called on number 23 from Telfair.
He gave a signal like she hit her in the head. Gracie with another three-pointer and in from deep range. 47-19, Telfair. 5:45 to go in the third. Another open shot on the right side as they go to that right side quite often as they did in the first half. Got to force them to the left. This ball stolen away in there. Shot up and in. 51-19, 5:20 to go in the third quarter.
Coach is calling for somebody to set Gracie a screen.
She drew right into the teeth of that defense. Now she's going to shoot a jumper. No good. Broggy down on the rebound. She tried to get it to Kimbeck and has it stolen away. Now Kimbeck dribble went back court. I don't think she realized where she was at the time that she possessed the ball. Honest mistake there. Broggy checks out. Tanaya Spivey into the ball game. I'm not sure anybody tipped that ball, but he says it's out off of Lanier County. I missed somebody getting a hand on it.
I think it might have went off Daisy's foot.
Did it? Okay. Ball brought in. They're going to drive once again on the right side, lay it up and in.
Nice little give and go.
And if you let them go to the right side, they'll put it in the hole. Very few baskets made on the left-hand side.
Be a
Traveling violation. Really thought that was a jump step, and
well, I think they
then
gave her that.
tied up on a jump ball situation. But
yeah, I agree. I think she had the jump step and didn't call the jump ball, and then she kind of shuffled her feet trying to get loose from the defender.
Okay.
It should have been a jump ball, I thought, too, Keith.
Back down on the right side, up and in. 55-19, Telfair with 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. Somebody will eventually get in front of them on the right side of the basket and cut them off.
And we had Gracie open down there, but the defense come over late and contested that shot.
There they go again. Layup no good. Put back up and in. $57-19 with 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Another steal by Telfair, and she'll come over to the right side. Something wrong with that left side.
Coach going to call his final timeout.
59-19, 3:44 to go in the third quarter. And Telfair stretched it out to a 40-point advantage.
So a very good Telfair team, as we knew coming over here. Like we mentioned earlier, region champs from last year, runner-up in the state as well. Seem like they have good girls teams every year. Don't like the scoreboard, but just got to play through it, Keith. Lady Dawgs inbound. Gracie's going to bring it down across half court. She's going to drive, shot up, no good. Telfair comes away with the rebound. They're going to push it. Looked like they might go to that left side, but didn't, backed out. Shot from the free throw line is no good. Rebound by Telfair.
There's going to be a blocking foul called on
Kimbeck.
First
foul in the second half, so they'll be inbounding. Nearly a travel, no call.
Kimbeck almost come away with a rebound. She's played very well tonight.
She has.
She's been around all the loose balls. She's been in hustling for rebounds. She's made herself a good basketball player. She came in a couple of years ago, and I don't think she has hardly played much basketball, and she has worked at it, and then her senior year, which every year she's done very well, but she's developed herself into a very good basketball player for Lanier County.
She has very good rebounder and defensive player. Got a
Shot
foul
up and in. If he counts the basket, he's going to count the basket. 63-19, and they'll go to the line for a chance to shoot one. Telfair is going to send in 5. Lanier County is going to send in, you said, Taraya Charles and Smalls.
Telfair completes the three-point play on the made free throw. Looks like all their starters are going to sit down. Going to see some of their younger girls. Going to be Taraya bringing the ball down. She loses the ball. Telfair comes away with a steal. And under the basket, she kind of laughs it off, but throws it way up over the backboard and don't hit nothing. So Lady Dawgs come back with the possession. With 2:25 left in the third quarter. Working the ball around the perimeter.
Kira Smalls out to Jazz. Jazz for 3. No good. A lot of young players in here now for Lanier County.
And I believe so for Telfair as well.
3 freshmen and 2 juniors, I believe. For what could be a feasible starting 5 for Lanier County next season. As seniors Gracie Brunell, Jacqueline Kimbeck, and Ansley Brogdon have all went to the bench. Shot up, no good. Back up over the backboard and out of bounds. It's a good hustle there by Jazz Ryan. Just could not find the bucket. 64-19, a minute 22 to go.
Telfair drives. They go to the left side this time, but it's no good. Tipped out of bounds by Gano. So it'll stay with Telfair County. Brogdon going to check back in the ball game. Gano going to come out. Shot in the paint, something good.
66-19.
Brogdon with a long jumper, rattles in and out. Rebound by Telfair. She just about drug that foot and got called for a travel, but she holds up. She's going to drive to that left side with a left hand, and that one's good, Keith.
68-19, under a half a minute to go in the third quarter.
Jazz thought about a 3, didn't take it. Shot was blocked. Telfair comes away with it.
15 seconds to go in the half, in the quarter.
They're going to hold for a final shot. Looked like we were trying to foul her. She goes to the rim, up no good, rebound.
Kira Smalls coming away with it. Ball goes out of bounds.
Loses it out of bounds, I think.
He's going to call a foul.
Okay. Our boys are going to go to the locker room as we'll have a shortened fourth quarter due to any time you're trailing by 30 or more at the end of 3. The fourth quarter is shortened by 2 points, or 2 minutes from 8 minutes to 6. Long shot at the buzzer.
Almost banked that one in.
Almost. So at the end of the third quarter, it's going to be 68-19. It's been all Telfair.
As we go to the intermission between quarters, we want to thank our sponsors again. Lakeland Drug Company. Lakeland Drugs has been your hometown pharmacy since 1950. Stop by there on East Main Street in downtown Lakeland, and Miss Ivy McCurdy and her staff will be glad to help you with all your pharmaceutical needs. Of course, Miss Ivy and her family, her parents, Mr. Joe Brogdon, Miss Densey Brogdon, and all of their families have always been huge supporters of Lanier County High School basketball and Lanier County sports in general. I want to thank them for stepping up and sponsoring Bulldog basketball this year and allowing us to bring you these contests throughout the regular season into the playoffs, region playoffs, and hopefully the state playoffs. Fourth quarter underway.
A little bit of sloppy play there as both teams lose the ball and turn it over a couple of times.
Try Charles going to get it to Broggy. Broggy over to Jazz.
She's going to drive.
Shot up, no good, and Telfair will push it back up the floor. Jazz takes it away from her and loses it out of bounds. And goes back to Telfair.
Falls into the Telfair bench. Looks like we're going to bring in some youngsters as well. Got Ava Brogdon checking into the game. I'm not sure on those other two players.
Shantaria Charles is number 10, and Sermons is number 12.
Okay, well, Sermons out here. I couldn't see her number.
I'm not sure of Sermons' first name. I had it and don't have it with me tonight. So right now, speaking of our sponsors, Miss Ivy McCurdy, both of her nieces are out on the floor at the same time as Ava has checked into the game. So Ava and Ansley Brogdon both playing at the same time.
Yeah, and Ava comes in off the bench and comes away with the steal immediately.
That's right. Has to be a treat for her grandparents to be down there being able to see both of them play together on the high school basketball floor. And Ansley's going to get it in under the basket. They're going to call the ball out of bounds. I thought it had to hit something other than the backboard to be out of bounds, but I guess they're saying it did hit something up there, or they interpret it a little different than I do.
Yeah, Keith, because that backboard is a good couple of feet in front of the baseline.
And in front of the support.
That's right. So we got a foul on Telfair.
They're not even putting fouls up on the scoreboard this half, so we have no idea how many is on each team.
Yeah, earlier when there was a foul, I said that'd be the first foul of the half. I don't know if it was or not because now
I think you were right, and I think now it's 2 on Telfair. There's a 3-point shot in there by Sermons.
Long 3 from the corner. End our scoring drought.
68-23, 4.5 minutes to go here in the basketball game.
Telfair with a wide open shot. They call it a 3. She was on the line. They come away with the rebound. Girl forces the shot up. Brogdon with the rebound loses it, and they're traveling call on Telfair. So 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. Brogdon's going to bring it across.
Broggy with a 3 off the rim. She comes up with a loose ball.
Long 3 by Tara Charles is in. Nothing but net.
68-26. 3:44 to go.
Nearly a travel right there. Brogdon's going to come away with the steal. She backs it out. Telfair going to tie us up for a jump ball. And the possession arrow goes to Telfair. Telfair subbing in.
Number 12 is Naziah Sermons. So Nasiah has scored her first 2 points of her. Was it a 2 or 3? She had her first points anyway of her career.
She shot a 3.
As did Tariah Charles, scored her first points of her high school career. 3 more subs coming in. Going to be Tanaya Spivey along with Kira Smalls and Norwood. Brianna Norwood, number 15. Telfair with a shot. Jazz comes away with it. Ball kicked out of bounds by Telfair County. It could belong to the Lady Dogs.
So with 3:14 left, Lady Dogs inbound, gonna bring it across. See if we can get these youngsters some experience, some playing time, and get them ready, because this will be your squad next year.
That's right. And Clint, a big positive sign here is there's 14 young ladies on this Lady Dog roster. And that's a big
Absolutely, I
deal.
remember.
You're right. I remember when we had 6 or 7 and had only 1 or 2 subs.
I remember that about 4 years ago, I believe it was. We had seven girls on the team. So girls had to play a lot of minutes. Telfair shoots and misses, but rebounds and puts it back up.
70-26, 2:45 left here in the basketball game.
And since then, now we have a full bench, and has even had some girls JV's teams as well, Keith.
That's right.
And Telfair on the fast break. They throw it to looks like an inexperienced girl. She can't hold on to the pass out of bounds. We're gonna get the inbound with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
And that speaks a lot for our coaching staff, our athletic department in general, to have a big turn, big increase in participation in female sports. Softball has always been a lot of participation. Basketball has been up and down throughout the years, and as far as participation-wise.
Yeah, for the girls, I remember back when my daughter was in high school, I remember when Steve Green, he was coaching the girls, and he would walk the halls every day and ask girls to come out and join the team just so he'd have some more depth.
And have enough to practice 5-on-5.
That's right.
So 2 minutes left here in the basketball game. Telfair leading 70-26. Lady Dogs with the ball. Jazz Ryan's going to shoot a 3, no good. Kara Smalls battles in there for a rebound. She's going to
jump ball, should stay with Lanier.
Tied up. I thought she got loose from there and had put up a shot, but the whistle had already blown.
We throw it in to Jazz. Shot up, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Going to go to Telfair. Minute 45 left. Lady Dogs trail 70-26. Telfair struggles to get it across within 10 seconds. They drive, back it back out, work it around. Wide open girl under the basket, shot up, no good. Second opportunity's up and good. Minute 20 left.
Looks like Kira Smalls may have.
They was able to sub a player in.
Come on with an
an
injury of some type. Nothing don't look like it's real serious, but holding her arm. Maybe got a stinger like you could in football. Somebody might have come down and hit her with an elbow. That happens sometimes in basketball. As you're jumping underneath the basket down there, somebody come down on your shoulder and you can get a stinger just like you do in football. Coach Watson taking a look at her. We're under a minute.
Nice pass.
Down low, up and in.
Nice pass to Sermons. She's going to have 5 points. We get a steal by Jazz. She's going to drive. Layup is up and no good, but we got a foul call. She'll be going to the line to shoot 2 shots.
72-28, 32.5 seconds left.
First shot's up and in. Second free throw is up and rattles in.
Like a traveling violation in there.
Either way, Tarai comes away with the steal, passes ahead to Jazz. Layup's up, no good. Got a jump ball as we come away with the rebound, but Telfair ties us up. They'll retain possession with 19 seconds left. And Jazz steals the inbound pass and puts it up and in. 72-32, 13 seconds remaining. Telfair's having trouble getting it in. Looks like we fouled on the inbound pass. So they're going to inbound again with 7 seconds. Game's out of hand, but these youngsters just want to compete, and they throw it ahead to a streaking player. Shots up and in. 3 seconds left. We heave one up, and it's no good. So the final score, 74-32. Telfair on top of you, Lanier County Lady Dogs.